Alright, welcome everyone, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
The Legend of Vox Machina, Season 1, Episode 4. We have encountered the Briarwoods.
The Briarwoods are no longer here.
No.
We're getting arrested.
Indeed.
And,
yes.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure out what to do with that, but we are charging right into this arc, and it is going to be wonderful, and oh boy, our characters are not ready. They are so not ready.
Yeah, they're not ready. Too many of them are sweet cinnamon rolls. Too many of them are not hardened for what's about to come.
Exactly.
I have told you all in previous discussions a couple of the things that I'm really excited to have happen in this arc. But what I think is going to be really exciting is that while this arc very quickly takes a turn for the darker side of things, there's a lot of like rallying and a lot of like bringing people together that could be really exciting here. And given that some of my favorite parts in, well, this arc happen as more like spectacular set pieces and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then also some of just the dark, dreary, just like, whoo.
Yep.
I want to see like what kind of music choices they go for some of these bits. Like what kind of like background, like establishing shots and things like that they choose for this stuff, because like end of this episode, like one specific thing happening, and I'm really excited for that.
The one I'm most looking forward to probably won't be in this episode, but it involves Scanlan, I'll just say.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
You've ruined our thing, assaulted political allies, and risked the security of the realm. Throw them in iron.
I will see that they are properly punished.
Yeah. Vax got bit by Silas, which is very clearly a vampire bite if anyone looked at it, right?
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
A minor inconvenience, my love.
But that tome contains details of
It will avail them of nothing. Besides, we have the means of retrieving it, don't we?
Okay.
The more you resist, the longer this will take.
Come on, man, it's not a weapon. I just want to serenade the group.
And you're doing us a favor.
Okay, Scanlan's looking through it, yeah.
I know we have a lot to talk about, but I'm not turning into a vampire, am I?
I withdraw the question.
So what are we waiting for?
Uriel is under a charm. Maybe Pike has a spell that can cure him.
Yeah, Pike's a little bit,
We should focus on this book. I mean, look, dead bodies, wolves. It's some kind of fucked up evil diary.
So what does it say?
Oh, it says pyramid, spirits of the dead, and right here in tiny letters it says, fuck you, Vax.
Gotta translate this.
You never thought to mention that the Briarwoods killed your family?
My bad.
I wasn't aware that you were owed information about my past.
What we saw was you shooting an innocent kid.
No one in the employ of the Briarwoods is innocent.
The boy knew nothing. He was terrified.
yeah.
Briarwoods came as allies. They brought dark ambitions. And allowed no one to stand in their way. Not even children.
Oh, shit.
They slaughtered us in cold blood.
There we go.
All right.
That's the shot.
My sister Cassandra and I tried to escape together. But
Yeah.
So they get back.
Oh. Oh, shit.
All right.
Oh. Well, okay. Okay.
Could do with some light pickle.
we're here.
And so are we.
Oh. Well.
Your group clearly can't be trusted. So we're separating you, like children.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, you can't take the cutlery. Well, what if we get hungry?
Eat a fucking sandwich.
Hey, I don't take orders from you, ass.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
They're dead. Oh yeah, this is gonna get real simple, real quick. No weapons.
Yeah, and Pike's holy symbol's not working.
Everlight?
Whoa.
This is cool.
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh shit.
It's Grog. Yeah.
Sorry, Pikey. What's this powder? Herbs and spices?
The ashes of my ancestors?
Yeah, use this to talk to your goddess. Hello? This thing on? Am I talking in the wrong end?
Oh.
The Everlight, it's like she can't hear me anymore.
Oh.
Well, I mean, when people can't hear me, I'll just shout louder. Do you think she's mad at you? I mean, maybe you should just say sorry.
He's such a simple, sweet boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see something?
Oh.
Shit.
Oh.
Oh, gross.
Just you and me in here. Uriel was mad, huh?
Going to work.
Didn't ruin his
Yep.
entire dinner. Just dessert.
He's gonna assemble one.
Yeah. Maybe he's gonna make bad news.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I may never see my family again.
Hell yeah.
I know you think you're alone, that we don't know what you're going through. But you don't have to be.
I appreciate that, Keyleth.
I like that these
The
two are the
wholesomeness
ones
and
in the room
the
together.
edgiest.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a world of difference between your struggle and mine.
Yeah.
Whether you succeed or fail, your family is still alive.
Oh.
What's the fuss, boy? Nothing's out here.
Ah. Yeah.
That doesn't sound good. We better warn the others.
It's locked.
Do your grog thing.
Smash. Smash. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What did you do?
Don't look at me. All I did was make a hoagie.
They're here.
Yeah.
Square up. Square up. Oh. Oh. Nice.
All right.
Thinking. Yep.
Heads up!
Yeah, let's go, Keyleth! Woohoo! Yeah, use that little weapon and it does nothing.
Yeah.
Yep. And just grab him. Yeah.
They could really use Pike's holy symbol right now.
Yeah, yeah.
A trigger? Ew.
I use my loot about now. But you said it wasn't a weapon. Obvious lie.
Oh, the
shit.
book. Oh, God. Grog uses book. It's not very effective. The book. Nice.
Okay.
Nice,
All right,
nice. Oh my god.
I said I can't!
Cool. Oh, shit.
Moonbeam. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh, and now they can't travel. Oh, nice.
Cool.
Now they're corporeal.
Yep, yep.
Love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beat the shit out of them. Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Hey!
Yeah, there we go. Oh my god.
You intend to stop those that did this to my men?
You have my word.
You sheathe your blade after that? Bruh.
And wish me luck trying to explain all this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was
awesome.
intense.
If we beat Silas, his charm on Uriel will fade.
And we can clear our names.
Okay.
I wouldn't last a day in prison with this face. Look at me. I'm a snack.
God.
Oh, I know, darling.
Oh.
You'll be safer here at the keep.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Good.
I told you guys this book was a big deal.
Careful where you aim that thing.
Ha ha ha.
Nice.
See what I mean? A snack.
To Whitestone.
Okay.
Get some supplies, huh? I can make a run to Gilmore's.
But Pike,
I'm not going.
yep.
It's like you said, Grog.
Hmm.
I think I need to tell her sorry. Properly. At a temple. I have to do this alone, buddy. And they need you.
What if I need you?
Oh.
Okay.
You're their light now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. Yep. Like literally, girl, you think Scanlan's gonna be their light as
Yeah,
as the other full caster in the group? No, no. But yeah, you need to step it up as well, Scanlan. This is a big moment.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so glad that
Mom's going off.
Yep. And y'all, like, those of you that have never like gone through this, the party split. Like this is this changes a lot of things, and I'm excited.
Okay.
I love this.
This
love this. We got
great.
ourselves just some good downtime that led into a just terrifying horror encounter. And that was intense.
Action. We got that little bit of extra backstory for Percy. We got individual character dynamics and interactions, which were great.
Yep.
And then we also got them setting off on the journey to the arc proper.
Yep.
But in addition, we got some emotional moments this episode too.
Emotional damage.
Like friggin' Grog and Pike is just one of my favorite character
Dynamics,
combos in season 1 or campaign 1. And the fact that like we just got that tender side of everything, because Grog may be a big raging barbarian, but at the same time he's a sensitive guy. You know,
he only has a couple real friends.
That's right. People who really understand him.
And Pike is like one of like two.
The
other one is Scanlan.
Right.
So
Yep. So just a bit of the but I need you. It was just what if I need you? It's like okay. All right. There we go.
And we're going into dark places. So if we don't have Pike, we saw how important Pike was against the Briarwoods in the first fight.
Yep.
How are they gonna fare? I really liked how they tied in also Keyleth's Aramente into the idea that here we need we need actually someone that can
step up and
be the light here, but also. On the literal mechanical sense, we need a full caster that can cover stuff where we need magical effects in order to deal with them. And Pike's thing has been when the group's kind of messing up, I kind of fill in the cracks,
cover for them. Yeah,
cover for them.
Yep.
But the idea that she got cursed by Delilah.
Yeah.
This was something that was really cool, because back then in the campaign. Like, this was also a reason as to why, Ashley had to step away from the group, because she had prior commitments and stuff like that.
Right. Yep.
So
this is a great way to basically give that reasoning and explanation for it and stuff, which is just awesome.
And we got that in the campaign. But it's just cool that the show is directly bringing the episode structure around that. And in some ways, the whole first part of her character thus far has been set up for this moment.
Right.
And we as, campaign viewers know what happens with her later.
And it's going to be awesome.
So it's going to be awesome. But this moment hits.
It's a sad moment.
This moment hits because it's the thing of, well, wait a minute. Vax and Vex considered for a little bit,
splitting.
like, we could split right here.
Yep.
You and me. We could do this.
Oh,
it's that whole thing of where, it's easy to have one or two get out, right?
Right.
Now, they obviously have their bear, so there'd be 3 of them.
That might make it a little bit
That might
tougher.
make it a little bit tougher, but also it's a bear, so it'd be pretty easy to just be like, and then,
the bear ran off, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Who cares? Yeah.
But that being said, they're a group, they're a family, and while they are not all alike,
they're not heroes,
they're
right?
not heroes,
you know,
but they do want to be with each other.
Yep.
And there are these fun little duos that we get here, and of course, Scanlan and his sandwich.
Right.
When
naturally.
a man, wants a sandwich really, hard and needs to make it, he
Yep.
goes and puts his hand in the mustard.
That's right.
Yeah. But okay. I like that I also slowed the pacing down.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah, that was wonderful because it kind of felt like a nod from the creators of the show to be like, yes, cast of characters this big, having a plot that's like a complicated plot and also having a bunch of character interactions is tough to do.
It's really tough to manage.
We're just going to simplify things for this episode. Awesome. That way we know exactly where these characters are at before they jump into the fire, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
And of course, we need to tell a compelling episodic story as well. So the Briarwoods panicking about, oh no, the book.
Right, we need it back.
We have ways. We have ways. I'm going to take you to a graveyard, dear. Oh,
right.
You just take me to the loveliest places.
God,
I think my favorite thing about the Briarwoods, and you guys will realize this the more and more you watch this show, they have an actual relationship.
Right.
They actually love each other.
Yep.
The really, really unsettling thing about them is not how evil and gross they are,
but
it's that they genuinely love each other.
Right.
And it's really like, why am I like in love with you guys? A little bit as
exactly.
Well? You guys are so evil, but like.
You're so bad, but I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Gray Delisle Griffin and Matt are just killing it.
Oh yeah, absolutely hamming it up and playing off each other so well. Yeah.
It's so good. It's just fun.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's a very, very simple episode. But the time we spent with the characters, getting that little bit of downtime.
Yep.
Is really good, reminding us that this is a D&D campaign where downtime and where the party members are literally located matters with regards to those kinds of dynamics.
And just because you might not necessarily be in the midst of an insane combat, even though we did get one this episode, it was wonderful, that doesn't mean that that's the less exciting moments, right?
Right.
Those can be some of the best moments. So, should we go into the spoilery
let's go into the spoilery side things now.
Yeah.
So now, guys, we're going to change things up. And for those of you that have not watched Campaign 1 or just Critical Role campaigns in general, skedoodle skedaddle.
You don't want to get spoiled on the stuff that's coming.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Percy's building bad news.
Percy is building bad news.
That's going to be so satisfying to see him just like, there'd be a fight happening or whatever, and then he just pulls out this big-ass sniper rifle. Oh yeah.
There are a couple things that were kind of fun to kind of tease at here. Pike going to the Everlight and having this little moment here. Matt did a really good job throughout Campaign 1 and Campaign 2 of having characters with some kind of connection to divinity have a really good, almost kind of spiritual space that they would inhabit when they would go into prayer or meditation or just some kind of summoning of their god for communication. But the idea that here we had this just like
empty
expanse
space
that had like just this faint light throughout it was really cool, as almost like this divide, this barrier that was just making it tricky for her to communicate with the Everlight. And this is a thing that clerics would sometimes have to do, because the DMs would be like, sorry, you don't have access to the stuff here because you've been cursed.
Right. And correct me if I'm wrong, but in the campaign, wasn't it something where it was actually like Pike wasn't being cleric-y enough, basically, for her god? Like, or something like that, because Ashley always played Pike as sort of like the, I'll go to the brothels, I'll do all that stuff with Grog and Scanlan.
Yeah, I think it was that in combination with this being like the extra nail into the coffin, if you will.
I figured that might have been a way that they were taking basically the the equivalent of the feeble mind that happened, but because Tiberius isn't, you know, in the campaign or whatever, it's as a result of a curse, then Pike is suddenly unable to cast spells, right?
Yeah, I think that's also...
to kind of have that effect.
I think that's also it, yeah, because the feeble mind moment was a really big deal, and that was casted on Pike, right?
No, it was cast on Tiberius.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The resident sorcerer, right? You know.
Right. Yeah.
And so, you know, but you know,
that's
if Tiberius isn't around, right? Then maybe that was like, you know, one of the ways that they're like, ooh, we can still have that moment of like Delilah's magic having a long-lasting effect.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, because now that I think about it, how would you actually communicate feeble mind being casted in a way that was actually like compelling? Now that I think about it, that's actually a weird spell to...
Right, like it's probably one of the ones that doesn't translate very well, because if you don't have the stats of like, oh, you know, then how does that get communicated?
But also, like, would you literally reduce their intelligence and all that stuff and make them like...
just, you know...
Like be like a zombie, basically.
Right, exactly. You know, how do you do that? So, you know, but if it's something where it's like, oh, some dark curse, that can be a fun way where it still has that mysterious effect of, oh, shit, you know. Right. But, you know, its own different flavor. But that also means that we're going to get that amazing moment of Pike returning.
Yes.
And that is going to be so cool.
Yeah. For those of you that are like, wait, like what Pike coming back? Like I very much am excited for the viewers to not forget about Pike, but like have that moment of like, oh, shit, we're in the thick of it. I guess this is it. And then Pike returns, and I mean,
kicks ass.
We've seen the trailer, right, where she's fighting Delilah.
Oh,
like imagine what it's going to be like when she just decimates like waves of undead. You know?
Yeah, that's going to be hype as hell.
Because the undead in this episode, they were way more.
These were badass.
Way more, yeah.
These were not mooks or whatever, and that's something that I gotta say I really appreciate, because if you're going to have like, you know, the idea of, oh, the baddies send undead after these heroes and stuff, it's like that can kind of
level 11 or something.
Right, exactly.
Point,
you know, if the bad guys know that the people they're sending them after are badass enough, they would know that it's not really going to do anything, right? So that can make it almost seem kind of Scooby-Dooey, right?
Right.
But they were just after the book. These things are sneaky. Yeah, they didn't have weapons, and these undead are actually pretty badass. So as far as just get the book and get out, I fully believe that there was a very good chance that these undead could have done that.
Oh yeah, I also loved the not video, but the kind of the game mechanic explanation of they can phase. Then when the light shines on them, they can no longer phase.
Right.
But then also what they were doing to them wasn't just like wounding them. It was like they were filling them up with this ectoplasmic fluid that wasn't their blood gushing forth from them. That's why it was black and
It felt like a very good explanation of like the equivalent of necrotic damage in your HP max is reduced, or the are you attacking them with magical weapons or regular weapons? That's kind of a hard or silly thing to have in a visual medium, right? So it's just light. There you go. When they're in the dark, you can't hit them. Right?
So this was a very cool visual way to describe how a fight like this would actually go down. But all in all, like we're headed to the Briarwoods. And major props to I think that was Jarrett, actually.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, that's like the Jarrett, you know.
Do you spice?
Yeah, you spice. Yeah. So I'm like, it's just so cool to have like these little Easter eggs where you're like, okay. When things, continue on season 2 or season maybe 3 or 4, who knows? There could be more, little callbacks and little continuity things. Yes, be careful where you point that, Scanlan, because who knows? Like yes, we're all excited for Scanbo and
Scanbo that is going to be so fucking awesome. But one of the other things that I really liked from this episode is the fact that specifically Percy and Keyleth were in a room together, because in the Briarwood arc, one of the biggest like character conflicts conversations was Percy and Keyleth, and even throughout like campaign 1, they like there were a lot of points where their ideals and worldviews clashed and stuff, right?
Yep.
So I'm excited that they basically set that up here so that it can feel like that conversation just continues when they see Whitestone and all the stuff.
And Percy starts murdering everybody.
Percy starts murdering everybody. Keyleth sees like, oh, Percy, you actually came from like you were well off,
really well off,
right? You know, in the whole conversation of like, well, yeah, but you were also basically a princess, you know, and that whole thing, right? Because they kind of squabble and fight and get in spats and stuff, you know, over the course of this arc, right? So I like that we got to see that here.
And it starts from a sweet, tender moment.
Exactly. So that then when the pressure gets put on because of all the crazy shit that they're needing to deal with, and Percy isn't necessarily at his best self, you know, at those later points, we have a foundation for that to build on.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see the Sun Tree. That's literally like gotta be like in the next episode or 2. Then if this is what we covered
I think
here,
so. Yeah,
like that's gotta be.
This is them setting out, so they got to arrive in Whitestone next episode.
Right.
Yeah, even if it's at the very end. Right.
I'm like literally like.
Yeah.
So you got the Sun Tree, like the Sun Tree. I like that. Like that was my moment for me when I realized Matt, as a DM, can just fuck with the heads of his players so much because I primarily I think like to DM, I would say, more than even play, and
there's a special joy that you can get.
There's a special joy you can get when when the DM basically thinks of something that's like severely fucked up, and you're like, but like how will they be so invested that they don't look at me and go,
they look
what
at
the fuck?
Villains,
they look at they look at
and if they do look at you, then you're like, no, it's not me. It's,
no, I didn't do this.
Yeah, they did, you know.
It's that perfect thing where you can make a story thing that is a compelling reason to make the PCs want to go after the bad guys, basically. But you don't really just want to be like, oh, they're evil, they kick kittens, you know?
Right. And the whole thing of like Uriel not trusting him and stuff, and it's being like, okay, well, maybe if we defeat Silas, then he'll be,
sure,
the hold on him will break and then we'll be fine. Right. That's a good motivation for the group, even if they didn't care about Percy.
But how do you communicate a sense of urgency?
Yeah.
And the Sun Tree is one of the most powerful senses of urgency that is given, I would say, in all of Critical Role.
If the dragon in the first episode killing the village was enough to get them to be like, well, I guess we're gonna have to kill this dragon, right?
Right.
What is the Sun Tree with, a bunch of people, some children, I believe, strung up, dressed as them,
2 children specifically,
yeah. That's oh boy.
So y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about other shows, storytelling in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We do streams every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.